Welcome to the channel. I'm Tony the Technician, and today we're going to be going into a knife review on the CJRB Bolt. So if you guys follow the channel, you guys know I haven't really reviewed knives. I've owned tons of knives in the past, but they're kind of beater junk knives, $10, $20 knives that you just find at any hardware store or whatnot. But recently, a few months back, I really started getting into knives, and now I've found myself with a problem. So I figured I might as well share with you guys my thoughts on these knives, and the goal of these videos are to find really good budget-friendly knives, not your $10, $20 beater junk knives or your $100 to $1,000 knives, because I wanted something that I can use every day that's reliable yet not going to break the bank. So I'm going to stay away from $20 and below knives, and I'm going to stay away from $100 plus knives, because when it comes to $200, $300 knives, it's not like this for everybody, but for me personally, I'm not going to want to carry that every day. I'm not going to want to take it camping. Because if I break it, damage it, lose it, I'm going to have a meltdown. If I lose one of these, I'm out $30, $60, I'm out, which is disappointing, but I'm not out to $300, $400. And a lot of these are going to hopefully hold up much better than your $10, $20 knives. This is a very popular knife. I think it was released in 2025, maybe 2024. I can't remember for sure, but I figured I'd share my experiences with you. I've been carrying this one for about a month and a half, 2 months now. I wanted to make sure anytime I do a review on one of these knives, it's had actual use. It's not just straight out of the box. I want to know how it's going to hold up. Is it worth it? And these are just a few that you see around here. Some of them, like this one up here, I've had for many, many, many years. I've had this one for about 2 years. This is from White River. But a lot of these are fairly new within the last couple months, and I'm just slowly rotating through them, getting some use out of them. So let's go ahead and get into the meat and potatoes. The CJRB Bolt is available in 3 different colors as far as I know. There's a black, there's a green, and there's this blue. I wanted to go with this because I thought the color combination was awesome. The design overall is what drew it to me, but this was my favorite color option. It has blue G10 scales, which is kind of like I don't even know how to explain this kind of blue. Almost like a gray blue, which I really like. I love the look of that. It's got great texture to it with that kind of etching in there, so a lot of grip. On the CJRB Bolt, this is their recoil lock version 2 or V2. So it's got a crossbar design here, but it has this kind of whale tail or fin here as well that operates it. So whether you like to work with one finger or maybe you're a 2-finger kind of person, then you have both options. And I like that it's one piece. And then this does have orange anodized thumb studs. The operation is very, very smooth. So you can either open it with the crossbar, open it with the fin, or you can open it with the thumb studs. They all work really well, smooth operation. Really like that setup. The blade is 3.25 inches long. It is CJRB's kind of proprietary metal. It's called the RPM 9, which is a decent steel. Once again, I'm not a professional when it comes to knife steels and all of that, but I'm trying to do as much research as possible. It's not the most durable, but it's a good quality steel for this price range. The total length of this is 7.46, or just about 7.5 inches. It does have a black PVD coating on the blade, which is really durable and has held up really well. It does have a steel deep carry pocket clip. There you can see the access to pocket clip screws if you want. It is ambidextrous. You can switch sides, and with the dual thumb studs, you can use this whether you're right-handed or left-handed. It is a tip-up carry, which just means that when this is in your pocket, the tip of the blade is facing up, which is, I want to say, the more common design. All of these are tip-up carries. I have one tip-down carry, so this is in your pocket, and now the blade is facing down. So that is the only tip-down knife that I have as of right now. It does have jimping on top of the blade here for a little bit better grip. and there's jimping on the front of the fin there, so you get a little bit of grip while you're using that fin. There is a small finger choil here at the base. Some of these knives will just have sharpening choils, which is something like this, where you don't really put your finger up near the blade. And then some knives will have larger finger choils, so you can kind of choke up on the knife. This one does have, you know, I want to call that a finger choil, but it also kind of runs into the handle, so it's not the most comfortable finger choil, but you can choke up a little bit with it. As far as the blade design, it is a plain edge, which I've really come to enjoy. A lot of the knives that I had in the past had a lot of serration, and so I don't care for serrated blades, honestly. I never really used that feature all that much, and if anything, it just limited the amount of blade that or useful blade that I did have. And it is a drop point style blade. It does use ceramic ball bearings, so you can see it flows very, very easily. It does also have a lanyard hole here, so if you are one that prefers to carry your blade with a lanyard, that is an option. Actually, I have the packaging here. I tried to save all the packaging from the knives that I've purchased, at least in the last couple months. So it comes packaged in this little box. Inside you're going to have this soft zipper pouch. Then inside you're going to have nice soft material, and then you'll have a cleaning cloth as well for your blade. Get the oils and stuff off of there. It does come in at 76 grams, so not the lightest knife, far from the heaviest. It's a good weight. This is a very lightweight knife. Really good if you don't even want to notice that you're carrying a knife. This one kind of falls on the lighter side. Not sure how well you'll be able to see this, but it does have steel liners. Can't really see much of it. There you go. Down there you can see the steel liners, and they are skeletonized, so a little bit of material removed out of there to keep the weight down, and they are on both sides as well. I know it's really hard to see. It's a very fidgety knife, and straight out of the box it came pretty dang sharp. Now granted, keep in mind I'm also new to this. I've had a lot of cheaper knives. I've also had a really nice sharp edge straight out of the box. For this price range, it is very impressive. Now, I have been using this for about 2 months, and I have not sharpened it. I haven't been super aggressive with it, but it's held up really well. I don't think it's quite as sharp as it was when I first got it, but I still think it's plenty sharp. It doesn't need a sharpening or anything like that. But over long periods of time, we'll see how this blade holds up. But from what I understand, the edge retention isn't quite as long as, you know, some other steels, but they are quite easy to sharpen, where some steels can be a pain to sharpen. The ergonomics are really good as well, very comfortable in the hand, no sharp edges on the handle or anything like that. So whether you're gripping a little bit further back or you're choking up on it with the finger choil or whatnot, it's still very comfortable. So I just have a few different cords here that we'll go ahead and test. I do have a cutting block that I'm working on setting up, kind of different things that I can use these blades for to show in demonstrations, but just give me time and we'll improve the quality of these videos. So here's just a smaller cord, cut pretty easily, and we'll just keep stepping up. Here's some orange 550 cord, which might actually be easier than that. Yeah, actually quite a bit easier than the first one. Step up in size a little bit. And a little thick boy here. No problem. And then just cutting through some cardboard. Very easy, does the job, no problem. I open a lot of packages and especially doing mechanic work, to opening packages for parts, and then running the YouTube channel. I'm constantly buying things and receiving things, but I've been thoroughly impressed with the CJRB bolt, especially in its price range. Its full price, I believe, is somewhere around $66, but it does sell quite often at $50. I don't think the bolt offers different blade materials. I think they're all the RPM 9, but overall very impressed. I think it's a really good price range for a quality budget knife. And overall, I've been really happy with it. I will have this link down in the description for you guys if you guys are interested. But stay tuned. We will continue to improve these videos. If there's anything that you guys would like me to mention in future knife reviews, please let me know down in the comments. Anything I can do to make the videos better or more helpful for you to decide. And hopefully I bring you some knives that you may not have heard of or may not have seen, or maybe you're on the fence about considering it. Hopefully I can help you answer some of those questions, but we do have quite a few reviews coming up here in the near future. I just want to make sure that I am using these knives and testing them out as much as possible on an everyday basis before I review them. So that is the CJRB bolt in the blue and black. Other than that, if you guys enjoyed, make sure to smash that thumbs up. And if you guys haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.